Oh, there's Paul from Wolf Software Systems. Struggling with Loom again. Um, so updates for WolfStack. So we obviously have our Discord. Please join our Discord. It's very good. And in our Discord, we've made some changes where we've actually got GitHub updates showing what's going on there. And there's quite a lot of things going on, and us, and have a chat with some of the other people who've joined our Discord. And so one of the conversations we have a lot of home lab users who use WolfStack because it's kind of really good. So we used to have a map going right across the page. Now we've added bookmarks, so you can actually use it as like a control panel. So if you're down here, I've got all my servers in 5 clusters. So there's actually 17 servers in 5 clusters. 3 of these are actually in the office. I'm actually at home now with my laptop. My laptop is that machine there. You can actually, if you've got Linux on your laptop, of course, you can actually install WolfStack as a client there, if you want to. So yeah, we've got this new bookmarking thing, so you can just choose a thingy bot or an image URL, put in the URL, and then you save it, and then you can build up your bookmarks, which is quite useful. So we can go straight to our GitHub. And this is really useful as well because, like in the office, I have a great big screen. And we have this all monitoring running, so we can see what's going on, so we can see some issues. Don't worry about these 4 being high memory use. We know that it's just part of what they're busy doing. So the second thing we've done is we actually have some Ceph clusters. So we've actually got a new screen for monitoring and managing Ceph clusters. As you can see, so it tells you exactly what's going on with each Ceph cluster, and it's monitoring it. This is also part of the AI monitoring that goes on every day. We've also completely redone our storage system to show, because this is Ceph cluster, so you're going to have lots and lots of different storage. The status of the drives and everything. This one's running a bit warm at 50. It's not too bad, actually. Normally they run about 45 degrees in server grade NVMe's. But that's a Ceph cluster. I mean, look at my local machine, for instance. It's much more simple. And you can see that I've got a ZRAM drive, which is, I think, is a RAM disk, and then the main disk. And then I can actually see the partitions. And you can actually resize partitions and do that sort of thing. Partition drives and stuff with it, which is kind of makes life easier because, we want this to be like a one-stop shop for actually managing servers. So obviously, if you click on something that hasn't got a Ceph cluster in it, you can actually install Ceph. So for instance, these 2, I can't install Ceph, there's no spare space, but Ceph is not installed, so you can actually install it. But I can see this is actually running Minio. So you can see that's an XFS drive, in fact, and you can see all the temperature things are running. It does give you all the health, and we're monitoring the health. So the other thing is your daily monitoring will give you the health. If the system sees that a drive is getting hot or got an issue, then it will sort that out. I don't know why WolfDisk is getting there. I don't think WolfDisk is actually installed on this. Yeah, exactly. It's not installed on it. I think it's installed, but it's not running. We're just fiddling around with it. So that's that. I'm just going to look at my notes if that's all right. So there's so much. Yeah. So basically, we've got enriched disk scans as well. So basically, WolfStack is actually monitoring just about everything in your cluster in your system. WolfStack is open source. You can download it. It's a license that basically allows you to download it, but you can't create a competitive product with it. Other things we've got our usual lot of themes, and you can see here I've got a custom. You can select a custom background for your main server page. Yeah, so these new things really mean you've got a much more control over the storage of what's going on your servers. We are going to be grabbing. I was talking to Hetzner earlier. We're probably going to get some servers out of them for testing. Do some more work on clustering and stuff like that. But the goal is that you can basically install this on anything. We've got a Raspberry Pi sitting in the office, and you can install this on anything. Even your fridge. If your fridge runs Linux, you can run WolfStack on it and make it part of a cluster. The cluster members, unlike Proxmox, don't have to have the same processor. You don't have to have an even or odd number of cluster members. You can have as many few cluster members as you want. and it just manages it. If you do have Proxmox cluster, this is in fact a Proxmox cluster. You can just dump, you just install WolfStack on each node, and it'll just go. It doesn't really. So if I go to this, you can see this is actually showing the LXC containers on the Proxmox node. Now it's quite a long way away from us physically, so take it a second to come up. Also, I'm streaming. I don't know why it's slow when I'm streaming. Maybe something to do with network usage. There you go. And this has also got quite a few containers running on it. There's a couple not running. Oh yeah, the Wolf Test 2 and Wolf Test 3 don't need to be running. But you can see also here we've got it shows up to date, so it actually shows updates, and then we've got a new function here for actually doing for setting up cron jobs on it, for actually doing not that one. That's cron jobs. I've just clicked that twice. This one. So you can actually do the updates here, or I can set up a cron job on it, and it is all controllable. You know, it shows you what updates it's got, and it's all controllable from this control panel. You can basically monitor everything that's going up on your servers, and there's some things we've got to do in terms of actually setting up cron jobs. For instance, these should be auto starting, and this all interfaces with Proxmox. So this is a WolfStack cluster, this is a WolfStack cluster, so we don't actually need Proxmox, but if we have got Proxmox, we can then just install this on the top of Proxmox. Anyway, there's full instructions at wolfstack.org. I'll just go and find it. Wolfstack.org. It's Loom again. Well, here's wolfstack.org. There's full instructions for everything on this website, basically. It has got a dark mode as well, if you prefer dark mode. There are full instructions on here. To pay for the development of WolfStack, we have a Patreon, which is basically very, very cheap. £3, £25, £95, 3 levels of support. If you're an enterprise, obviously, we do have an enterprise licensing. And we do have some little add-ons. We do custom installation if you need it. So there's enterprise licensing. If you're just using the community edition, give it a go. If you like it, throw some money on Patreon. It just helps cover the cost of development, because this is a massive, massive product. Massive. And we've also got some other stuff like WolfStack. We've got Wolf Proxy, WolfServe, WolfNet as well, which is built into WolfStack, so you don't really have to worry about it. So yeah, there's a lot there. There's a lot on our other videos which you can watch, and you can actually see the development of WolfStack hard on it. We've got some new products coming shortly that are going to be pretty incredible as well. So just watch this space, and I hope you get to try WolfStack out on your own servers. Or you could stay on a VPS. We're not really bothered. It's not an ISO, so you can install your favorite Linux operating system like Debian 13. We kind of use a lot. And then just install WolfStack on the top of it with this single one line. Okay. If you're using a Raspberry Pi, you might want to use some of the extension tools to actually install it in a particular place because of disk space and storage. But that's all I'm going to say. Please join our Discord, follow us on, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks very much. And I've got to find out how to stop this. Oh yes, there we go.